is way too high. So, you know, just run it without a seat, right? Who needs seats? So pull the seat out. I don't know what that stuff is I found underneath it. Tums, maybe. Ain't really found much money. Got a penny. I moved the seat back to this opening, and still not really low enough with those brackets, so I'm gonna go grab my other seat that's got different brackets on it and see how that works. So I got these Fiero seats laying around, and threw one in the car. Wife will never let them stay, but that seat actually puts me pretty much exactly where I want to be. Down real low, and I feel comfortable. My head's way down because, you know, once this car has a cage, you gotta think we're gonna have a bar running right here. You know, it'll be a bar here. You know, it's gonna be across the front, down the pillar. I need room for my fat head to fit and not bounce my head and helmet off the roll cage. Now here's one thing. Man, if you guys don't know, it's nothing better than that Fox body pop. Oh, we got Crazy Phoenix. What are you doing, dog? Phoenix! Alright, we might have something that's going to work now. So this is a seat that I was using mocking up stuff in the white car. One I bought off of some guy on Facebook a while ago anyways. Doesn't really matter. So this seat in there, super friggin' low, with its little dog, with its slider bracket that it came with, works perfect. And it's all the way back, and I'm kind of cool. Whoa, well, that's what happens when you got a crazy dog. What are you doing? Anyways, for that seat, got to drill holes in the floor, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to have to take the carpet out, which I wanted to do anyways. I know this ain't really coming out that great. It's not real bright in that car. The shifter is going to be the biggest issue right now. I got one I'm supposed to be picking up from a guy. It's a Hurst short throw deal because what's in there I don't like anyways. The one he has a longer handle on it. I think I'm going to need one that has the longer handle. That comes back also because of where I want to sit in the car. So yeah, there's that. Also, I got to figure out where I want to put all my wiring. Ordered a whole bunch of stuff to rewire everything. I'm going to do it all nice with relays to run everything because, you know, it's got line lock. The distributor is going to be locked out. We're not, like I said, I think it's got the factory computer in this car still. That's all getting pitched. Anything that ran anything factory engine-wise is getting thrown away. Heater just kicked on. So, all I want the factory stuff to do for now is turn the headlights on and make the brake lights work. That's it. If that stuff don't work, it's getting the boot as well. And I'll wire the whole damn car myself. So, looking at getting a MSD, I think it's a 6AL Plus they call it. It runs two-step, nitrous retard, all that fun stuff, because that is the game plan. Whether it can have nitrous beginning of the year or not, I want to be prepared for it, because that's the plan. It's going to make this a nitrous car until it might become a turbo LS car. But anyways, it's got a nice motor in it. We're going to stick with it for a while. Just got her all jacked up. So it's got some sort of aftermarket stockish X-pipe Looks like maybe 2.5 going into the out of the headers. Not sure what brand. It does have a steel scatter shield. You're all kind of seeing this at the same time I am. Bolt-in frame connectors that we might as well unbolt and weld in, or put the bigger ones in that go all the way up, because bigger's better. So we turn around this way. It does have an aluminum drive shaft in it, which is pretty sweet, because I was looking into buying one. Now I don't have to, because it already has one. Everything is a little leaky, so you can tell this car definitely was built quite a while ago. It's not a fresh build, and I didn't expect it to be. We do have some aftermarket. We got aftermarket upper control arms, aftermarket lower control arms. Not sure what brand, I don't see any name. They're non-adjustable, which isn't the end of the world. Doesn't have battle boxes or anything like that, but that's fine, because just so happened that my little brother still has his from his Mustang that we never put in, and he got rid of the car a long time ago. So we will have some battle boxes for this, because I'm going to plan to drop this rear end out, clean it. Needs an axle seal on this side. You can see her dripping. What else? It's got a rubber bushing up there still. I want to put solid bushings there, because any flex you can take out of this thing helps make that T5 live a little bit longer. Oh, what are you whining about? So let's move our way this way now. Trans is definitely leaky. Someone tried to solve it all with silly silicone. Trans mount looks about dead. We'll get a solid one for that also. Almost looks like, I don't think they ever had the case apart. I think somebody just schmooied crap all over it. I don't know what they got in there. Oh, that must be, because that should just run regular ATF if I remember right. So the bell housing, can't really tell the date on there. Looks like 97. So that's a little old, but doesn't look compromised in any way. I'm sorry for this video being terrible. What we got going on here? I kind of originally jacked this up just because I was really interested in seeing what the block code was. Wanted to just see if it was a Mexican block or not. I mean, it really doesn't change anything if it's not. But yeah, it's quite dirty. Good thing I got a bunch of cans of brake cleaner. We're gonna have to figure out also, you can see one of them bolts have been rubbing on the drive shaft a little bit. So that's gonna have to get fixed. I have to grind the heads of them bolts down. Probably the trans mount, as you can see how beat that is. Trans probably moves around in there, and that's what allows it to rub on it. But it's got a drive shaft loop, so that's a plus. And I mean, it does have a little bit of rust only in the seams. I'm not upset about that. So, yeah, there's the underside of KHAOS. So we're out here hanging out with Phoenix. Hey Phoenix. We're gonna get some more work done on KHAOS today. Saturday, I think. Anyways. If you watch this, Mom, happy birthday. I know we were with you last night, but it's my mom's birthday, so happy birthday, Mom. we gotta clean this mess up. We got, you know, the Mountain Dew to help us out. We need that, but this is disaster. I've been working on it already a little bit. Got some Cletus going up there. From cleaning all the garage, everything just got puked here. I need my little bit of workbench I have back, so I'm gonna get to work. You guys do whatever the hell it is you're doing. Out the old crazy shop dog Coyote. And we're uh-oh. Lights are supposed to work when you wiggle them, right? That'll be fine. Anyways, so we're continuing with gutting everything out of this car. So it did at one point have a bolt-in roll cage, from what I can find. You know, as first I suspect, you know, I found a hole here. Got a hole here. You know, there's some holes in the back where it looked like a cage was bolted. Oh, sorry, you got all wibbly whapped. So yeah, and then I pull up the carpet, and you can definitely see where there was something bolted there. Floor's got some rust on it. We're gonna keep getting this carpet out because I want to get my seat mounted on that side. I'm gonna use the other seat that I have here with the low brackets and stuff and see how I like that. Honestly, it's just kind of to make do for now because I've got mufflers on the way. Because before I really dive in to committing to unwiring everything and rewiring everything, which, you know, has to happen no matter what, I want to drive the car, put a couple miles on it, make sure that there's no weird issues that I'm having right now, so that I know everything's operational once I go to put the thing back together, rewire it all, so that everything works. You know, if I know, okay, this doesn't work, that doesn't work, I have to make it work. Right now, I don't know anything. I drove the car around the block twice, and that was about it. So, got some single chamber Flowmaster style mufflers. It's got an X pipe, H pipe, whatever underneath it. I'm going to mount them to that. I haven't ordered new tires yet because we don't need those yet. No sense in ordering them right now. So, I'm going to continue gutting the interior and try them on a seat. Alright, we're back. So, I'll tell you one thing. Got the carpet pulled out. It's laying over there. Whatever. That carpet is so damn heavy. I don't think it's going back in ever. So, floor's got some surface rust. But, I mean, they're solid. Nothing's rusted through. Yeah, see, here's what I was saying. You can see somebody had a silly bolt-in cage in the car. Little rust on the seam here. Same on that side, little rust on the seam, bolt-in cage. Came up to here. So, I don't know what the hell is this. It's not money, so we don't want it. Yeah, so it's just got some surface rust on the floor, which is alright. Looks like it's just from the carpet getting wet, especially this side. Door seal is kind of barely existent, you know. But this thing ain't gonna really see rain ever. It has no wipers or anything. You can see here, so the drive shaft loop is mounted. So whoever had it before, they never even took the carpet out of the car to do the cage or do any of the stuff. They just cut it. Underneath the seats, the carpet was just cut. So, I'll probably put carpet back in it. Just, probably like thin, like basically speaker box carpet. I'll take you over here and show you something that I found. So, you know, one thing I noticed right away, I'm like, oh, cool, this car, you know, it's got nice, braided line coming off the oil feed, going in for the gauge. You know, it's got a nice set of autometer gauges right there. Cool. Now here's what I noticed. See if the light will work in our favor. Nope. Hang on. So one thing I noticed, the clutch pedal is like bent. So that's going to have to come back over this way, because like I got to have my foot over here. As you see, as it goes down, that thing almost hits the brake, but that should bend easy. If you notice, see something shiny next to the steering shaft? Like right here? That's the oil pressure gauge line. The guy I got it from, I know he didn't do that stuff. He got the car the way it was, so this is whoever originally put the car together. Come on, buddy, that's a no-no. I mean, yeah, granted, it's braided steel and stuff, but, I mean, you see the steering moving, and that line is right there, just rubbing on the steering arm. So, another thing to add to the list of stuff to fix. I mean, it's typical old Mustang crap underneath the dash. Everybody and their brother has been in here. And another thing, like I had noticed before, because I'm like, man, it's got all the factory wiring in it under the hood. There's a computer over there in the kick panel still. And it looks like it's got some Scotch locks on it, which, you know, that's good stuff, I guess. So, anyways, all the factory computer stuff will come out when we go to rewire it. For now, it's going to stay. Over to these wires here for. Oh, I bet you these are maybe for the line lock. They were crimped and now they're not crimped. I don't know what they got running off the line lock out here, but I mean, everything's going to get redone. But like I said, I want to drive the car. Yeah, black wires, I'm going to say that's line lock. Okay, so that's why it obviously doesn't work. Wire nuts for the win. So now we got that stuff all out of the car. I'm going to work here for a little bit and get that seat mounted. Figure out what I'm going to do over there to make it so I can comfortably drive the car. So we're still doing the seat mounting. So I didn't want to go out to the store. This was one long piece here. Some of these holes were already in it. This is what mounted the seats they had, those plastic seats, and on the stock brackets. This went in between the stock bracket for the Mustang. I'm obviously not using those because that seat is so tall that I'm just so uncomfortable in the car. So this is mounting it as low as I can. I might not stay with this. I really want a Kirky in the car, but this is what I got for now. So I got to drill another hole in this one, cut it off, and get the seat in the car. Alright, so let there be seat that I can actually sit in, whatever. There's a seat. So, drilled holes, might be kind of hard to see. So the original seat mounted, this is the factory brace. So I put the rear bolts through there. And in the front, kind of hokey, but it'll do for now. Like I showed you with those brackets, cut them, put some washers there, bolted them there. I mean, it's working. The seat is rock solid. Knocked the whole damn car off. Yeah, so now I can actually sit in the car. So that's a huge plus. Because before, like I said, I couldn't fit in the damn car. It was very uncomfortable for me. I'm a little wide in the hips, you know. So that's done. That's cool. One of the next things I'll do, I'll wire brush. Take the wire cut brush to all that floor, all the rust. Put some rust inhibitor stuff on there to keep it from getting any worse. And yeah, at least it's like almost ready to test drive.